Let me say it straight. There's one common mistake a lot of older people make, without even realizing it, and it can make you feel much older than you really are. It's not about your body, not about wrinkles, not about memory, not even about the aches in your knees when you stand up too fast. It's something more subtle, something inside. You want to know what it is? It's believing that your best days are already behind you. That one belief, that one quiet, sneaky thought, can age you more than any number ever could. Let's slow down and sit with that for a moment, because I know what you might be thinking right now. Well, aren't they? My best days? Behind me? That's what society tells us. It's what we see on TV. It's what we hear in jokes, ads, even in the way people talk to us. You're past your prime. You're too old for that. Just relax. Take it easy now. Your time has passed. But I'm here to tell you, that's a lie. And believing that lie is the mistake that slowly chips away at your spirit. Let me ask you something. When you were younger, maybe in your 30s or 40s, did you ever look back at your 20s and think, man, I didn't even know how good I had it? Of course you did. Now fast forward. Maybe now you're in your 60s, 70s, or even your 80s. And that same thought creeps in. I was more useful back then. I had more energy. I was needed. But here's the thing, nobody says enough. You're still needed. You still have value. And no number in your age can take that away, unless you believe it can. You see, the mistake isn't aging. Aging is natural. It's a gift, honestly. Not everyone gets to do it. The mistake is letting go of your curiosity, letting go of your joy, letting go of your sense of purpose. That's what makes you feel older than you really are. Not the candles on your birthday cake, not your joints, not your memory, but that slow belief that my time is done. Let me tell you something. Your time is not done. Let me paint a little picture for you. Imagine someone who just turned 75. They wake up, drink their coffee, and stare out the window. They think, well, another day, just passing time. They don't try anything new. They don't go anywhere. They don't challenge themselves. They think the excitement in life is for younger folks. And little by little, they shrink. Not physically, but inside. They become small in their own life. Now imagine another person, same age, same morning. But this person thinks, what could I try today? Maybe they sign up for a painting class. Maybe they write a letter to someone they miss. Maybe they volunteer. Or they just go outside and notice the flowers blooming. That person, they feel alive because they haven't shut the door on life. The only difference between those two people is mindset. Here's the truth. You don't stop living when you grow old. You start growing old when you stop living. And this is the mistake so many of us make. We stop trying. We stop exploring. We tell ourselves, I've already done it all. But have you? Have you told your full story? Have you shared what you've learned with someone younger? Have you danced again, just for fun? Have you forgiven yourself for your old regrets? Have you learned something new, just to prove you still can? I've seen people in their 70s learn how to play the guitar. People in their 80s fall in love again. People in their 90s write their first book. Not because they had to, but because they still believed in life. They still believed in themselves. And that belief, it keeps you young. Not young in the body, but young in the soul. So, let's talk about how to fix the mistake. The one that tells you, you're too old now. First, watch your words. Stop saying, I'm too old for that. Say instead, let's see if I still enjoy this. Second, stay curious. Try one small new thing each week. It doesn't have to be big. It could be a new recipe, a new song, a short walk in a different direction. Third, talk to people. Share your story. You have decades of life experience. People need to hear it, even if it's just your grandkids or a neighbor. And last, be kind to yourself. Your body may have slowed down, sure, but your heart, your spirit, your soul, they can still fly. Now I want you to think about something right now. Something you loved doing long ago. Maybe dancing, singing, painting, gardening, even just talking with friends, laughing loud, being silly. What stopped you from doing it? Was it your age? Or was it the belief that age disqualifies you? Because if that's the belief, that's the real mistake, and it's one you can correct today. Here's the good news. You are not done. Life still has more for you. More quiet mornings, more belly laughs, more little joys, more chances to tell someone, "I'm proud of you," more chances to hear, "Thank you for everything." So don't close the book just yet. There's still a chapter or two left in your story. And those chapters might just surprise you. Let me say it again, gently. This common mistake, believing your best days are behind you, will make you feel much older than you really are. But you can change that. You can open your heart again. You can find small wonders again. You can wake up tomorrow and say, "I'm still here. I'm still me. And I'm still growing." Because you are. Thank you for listening today. Really. It means a lot to sit with you like this. And I hope you remember this one thing, even after this video ends. Your story isn't finished, and the pen is still in your hands. You know what else I've noticed? As we get older, we sometimes start to live around life, instead of right inside it. We say things like, "Oh, I'll just sit this one out. I'll let the young ones handle it." Or even, "I don't want to be in the way." But I want you to remember something. You've earned your space in this world. You don't need permission to take part. You don't have to shrink yourself just because the calendar turned another year. You're still allowed to take up space, to laugh loud, to ask questions, to speak up, to join in. The world isn't just for the young, it's for all of us. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you did something that made you feel proud? Not just busy, not just helpful, but proud, deep in your chest. Maybe it was a long time ago, or maybe it was just yesterday. But if it's been a while, I want you to think. What's one thing, just one small thing, you could do this week to bring that feeling back? Maybe it's calling someone you've been meaning to talk to. Maybe it's writing down a memory before it fades. Maybe it's doing something kind for yourself, something just for you. You don't have to climb a mountain. You don't have to fix the world. You just have to take one step toward feeling alive again. And hey, there's one more thing I want to talk about. It's something a lot of people keep quiet about. Grief. Not just grieving people we've lost, but grieving the versions of ourselves that are gone. The energy we used to have. The dreams we never got to chase. The roles we don't play anymore. It's okay to miss those things. It's okay to feel a little less sad when you look in the mirror and see someone older staring back. But grief doesn't mean you stop living. It means you've loved deeply, you've cared fiercely, you've tried your best. And now you get to carry all that with you and turn it into something beautiful. I want to leave you with a little truth I've learned from listening to people like you. People with years behind them and wisdom in their eyes. The ones who seem most alive at any age. Aren't the ones who have perfect health. Aren't the ones who have the most money. Aren't the ones with all their memories intact. They're the ones who stay curious. They ask questions. They stay open to wonder. They try, even when it's hard, even when it's small, even when no one's watching. And I think that's the secret. Not avoiding age, but aging with intention, with softness, with grace, and with a fire in your heart that says, "I'm still here, and I'm still becoming." So please, Don't let that common mistake rob you of the years ahead. You're not a leftover. You're not a background character. You're not done. You're still writing the story. And the next page could be something beautiful. You just have to believe it's worth turning. And trust me, it is.